Hi, my name is Jennifer Mullins. I'm the owner of Mullins Tutoring Incorporated, and today I'm going to review simplifying fractions when we multiply. And there's a couple of ways we can do that. Let's look at our first example of 4/7 times 5/12. Whenever we're multiplying, we're always going straight across when the multiplication sign is in the center. So 4 times 5 is 20. And 7 times 12 is 84. Because these are both even numbers, I know that this is not in the simplest form because at least 2 can go into it. But I know that 4, because 4 can go into both 8 and 4 is a factor of 20, that I can use 4 as my greatest common factor. So I'm going to simplify this fraction by dividing it by 4 over 4. And the reason that we use the same numerator and denominator is because that's equal to 1. And we want this to be equivalent. Our reduced fraction must be equivalent to our original fraction. So 20 divided by 4 is 5. And 84 divided by 4 is 21. Now the only common factors they have are 1. So we have 5/21, and that would be in simplest form. I'm going to show you another way of doing simplification or simplifying a fraction before we actually do the multiplication, and that's called cross-canceling. So the first thing we're going to do is we have 3/8 times 2/9. And we're going to look at the opposite numerator and denominator to see if they have common factors. In this case, 3 and 9 have the common factor of 3. 3 goes into 3 one time, and 3 goes into 9 3 times. 2 and 8, 2 is the common factor to both 2 and 8, so 2 goes in one time, and 2 goes into 8 4 times. And now that we have it in simplest terms, we're going to multiply straight across. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 4 times 3 is 12. And now we have it simplified because the only common factor they have is 1. Let's try another cross-canceling problem. We have 4/5 times 5/8. 4 and 8 have the greatest common factor of 4. So we're going to divide 4 goes into 4 one time, and 4 goes into 8 two times. Here we have 5 and 5. 5 goes into 5 one time, and 5 goes into 5 one time. And now we can multiply straight across numerator times numerator. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 2 is 2. And we have 1/2. The reason I like cross-canceling is just that simplifying beforehand to me just is easier because then I'm not trying to find the greatest common factor. But whatever works best for you is the method that you should use. Let's look at another simplifying a multiplication problem. So I have 1/3 times 4. Now, one thing to remember is that any whole number is over 1 because 4 divided by 1 is 4. So a 1 is always assumed in the denominator for a whole number. We'll multiply our numerators and our denominators. 4 and 3 have no common factors, so we'll end up with 4/3. In this case, we have an improper fraction. So one way that we could do it is, as we talked about here, that any number over itself is equal to 1. So I'm going to bring the 4/3 down here. and that would be equal to 3/3 plus 1/3. So 3/3 is 1 whole plus 1/3. Our answer would be 1 and 1/3. Fractions are also another way of writing a division problem. So we could also solve it using division of 4 divided by 3. 3 can go into 4 one time with -3. Now, here we're going to, whatever our divisor is, that will be our denominator. Whatever our remainder is, that will be our numerator. So we still come out with 1 and 1/3, whether we do it showing a whole or whether we do it through division, we still come out with 1 and 1/3. I hope that was helpful in understanding simplifying fractions. Please make sure to check out my other videos on YouTube on math.